Welcome to another Forex forecast with GbpForex. I'm Francis, and in this video, I'm going to be making a full breakdown of pound NZD, EurAud, pound JPY, CadChf, and silver. I'm going to be talking about this pair, breaking them down from the monthly time frame down to the daily time frame, showing the major levels of structure in the market, and how I'm going to be trading around them over the next few weeks, as the case may be. Before we start, if you are not subscribed to the channel, do well to click the subscribe button, um, and let's get down to the video. Right, so pound NZD from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have this um, ascending channel right here. And you can see that that area has been intact for the last 4 years. A couple of months ago, the price gave us a monthly close below that channel support and also the horizontal level of support we have at that area. So after that close below, what we can expect is continuation lower. From the monthly time frame, the only negative confluence we have here are these two rejection candles right here, which could actually mean the price is preparing to climb higher. However, it's not them. These rejections are not on any key level. They are below this major level of resistance we have down there. So as long as that area will remain intact as resistance running into the month of February, then I will expect the price to continue the move lower. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. So so from the weekly time frame, what we have is a market that from this high found resistance at this area, found resistance once again, and once again is finding resistance at the same descending trend line level. So with that, we can see that this area is actually an important area of resistance, and we can expect to see the price continue lower. Another confluence factor we can see is that we have an horizontal level right there. You can see that the area was strong support back there. It was strong support back here. And after the price gave a close below, price came back to retest support as resistance and found resistance before this move lower. And now again, the price is at this same resistance. So as long as the price will remain below resistance, what we will expect is a continuation lower. Also, what we can still see as another added confluence is that for the last 2 weeks, the price has been rejecting that same area of resistance. So as long as this area remains intact, what we will expect is a continuation lower. So that's what we have from the daily time frame. All right. So from the daily time frame, what we can see is that from this low, the price made all this move to this resistance at this point right here, and from there made this first move lower, came back, tried to break above the resistance, failed to break above the resistance, and has started a new move lower. So what we can see here is that we have the possibility of a double top pattern at this point right here. So there are two ways to approach this situation. First, you can approach it the aggressive way, which is to find an entry from somewhere around this point right here, which means we'll be expecting probably a deeper pullback by the time the candle, by the time this next coming week's candle is opening. We can expect a deeper pullback where we can pick an entry with good risk to reward for the next move down to the support. If not, what I will be doing will be for the price to give a daily close at least below this level of support, and the price will give that daily close below that support on the test of support as resistance. That's why I'm going to be taking my short trade for the next move lower. The next pair on our list is EurAud. And what we can see on EurAud from the monthly time frame is that we have this ascending channel intact. And after the rejection of this resistance, what we could expect is for the price to drop back to support. And that's what I expect from this pair. So from the monthly time frame, I expect to see continuation down to support down at 54.83 over the next few um, months, as the case may be. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. So from the weekly time frame, we have a market that gave a weekly close below major level of structure down at that point, at this area right here, and then we had all this move lower. After all that move, we have a retracement currently happening, and now we have the price retesting and rejecting 59.54 area of resistance, which as we can see was support at this point, was support, and it's acted as a strong area of structure in the past several times. So now with the price around this area, it's normal to expect the price to reject this area for a continuation lower. So from the weekly time frame, what I want to see will be a continuation lower because the price is still below this 59.54 level. So as long as the price remains below that level, what I would expect will be for the price to continue lower, probably into the this ascending channel support down at that point. So let's see what we have from daily time frame. So from daily time frame, what we can see is that we have this descending um, channel right here, and currently you can see that this candle give a huge rejection of the channel's resistance alongside this daily level of resistance at 58.99. So now with the price rejecting this area, what we could expect is continuation lower. But we can see that on Friday, instead of a follow through, we have the price covering up this rejection, which means the move lower might actually not be ready. Might have a situation where the price will break out of this descending channel right here, consolidate for a while before the continuation lower. However, if I'm going to be taking a short trade on this pair, what I want to see will be at least a daily close below 57.71 level. And why is that? Why am I keeping an eye on that level? Because that area is a strong area of structure in the market. So what I want to see will be for the price to give a daily close below this level. If I get a daily close below that level, then on the retest of the level as resistance, that's where I will be looking for a nice short trade to the next daily level of support at 56.11 over the next few days. Next one on our list is pound JPY. And what we can first see is that we have this wedge pattern right here, which is still intact. And the month has closed just around the resistance of this wedge pattern, which means we might have a breakout on our hands. However, it is not yet confirmed from a monthly closing basis because January's candle closed just on the line, and as long as it closes just on the line, we might have a rejection. However, we're already on an impulse, so what I would expect will be to see continuation higher to probably this highs right there. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. All right, so from the weekly time frame, we have a market that from here created this double bottom pattern, gave a retest of the pattern, and has just completed the next impulse higher. And now we can see that the price is currently trading above the most previous weekly level of resistance, which means what I can expect over the next few weeks will be a rise probably into the next level of resistance. That's the next weekly level of resistance at 47.86 over the next few weeks, as the case may be. So from the weekly time frame, what I want to see is a continuation higher into this resistance. So let's see what we have from the daily time frame. All right, so from the daily time frame, we have a market that is currently above daily level of structure right here. So the price is above the level of structure here and below resistance at this 44.20 level. So now with the price trading in between this resistance and this support, I don't want to be looking for any trading opportunities right away. So what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be waiting for the price to either make a retracement back to this area um, of support at 42.21. So if the price is going to make a retracement to this area, then this is where I want to be looking for a nice long opportunity with good risk reward for the next move higher. But if the price on this move lower, we fail to find support at this point and we just break lower, then obviously I won't be able to take the trade anymore. But the second scenario that could play out is a situation where the price will give a daily close above 44.20. So if I'm going to get a daily close above 44.20, then on the retest of 44.20 as support, that's why I'll be looking for entry opportunity for the next move. So that's going to be all on pound GPY. Alright, so the next pair on our list is CadChf. And what we can see is that the price has been consolidating below the last known structural area at 71.87. So as long as the price is below this area, what I would expect would be for the price to once again retest this area. This is because for the last few months, we can see that we just had a choppy price action. So what I want to see is for the price to rise at least back into this level of resistance at 71.87 over the next few months. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. Alright, so from the weekly time frame, we have this we have this resistance at this point and this ascending trend line support at this point. And we can see that the price from this resistance just aimed for that support and has rejected the support, which means what I can expect is for the price to rise once again to this weekly resistance at 70.02 over the next 3 weeks, as the case may be. So let's see what we have from daily time frame. Alright, so from daily time frame, we have a market that from this resistance made this move down, made a lower high, a lower low, and now the price has closed above um the previous lower low, which means what I would actually be expecting will be for the price to retest this area, creating this inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. So um what I'm going to be doing on CadChf will be waiting for a retracement back to this area. So if I'm going to get a retracement back to this area with a good entry reason, I'm going to be taking a long trade to 70.31. So that's going to be all on CadChf. Alright, so right here we have silver, otherwise known as XAG And what we can see is that from this low right here, the price made the first impulse. And after an impulse, what follows through is a retracement. And the price made that retracement exactly to the previous level of structure we have on the market at that point. The area acted as support. So after this area has been tested and the price found support at that area, what we can expect is the next move probably to $34.649 over the next 3 months, as the case may be. So from the monthly time frame, we expect to see the price rise. However, we cannot neglect the fact that we have a major level of resistance at 28.85. So um, what I want to see will be for the price to at least touch 28.85 over the next few days, as the case may be, before the continuation. Sorry, over the next few weeks or months, as the case may be, before the continuation. So let's see what we have from the weekly time frame. All right, so from the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we have previous area of resistance that was support several times in the past. So now we can see that after this impulse, the price made a retracement, um, closing below that area of structure. And then this last week has just closed back above that area of structure. And normally after a retracement, what we expect is a continuation, and that's another impulse. So that means what we are supposed to see is an impulse, a correction, then another impulse higher. And right now you can see that the price has already started that move for the next impulse higher. So from the weekly time frame, we are above support and we can expect the price to rise into the next weekly level of resistance over the next few weeks, as the case may be. So that's what we have from the daily time frame. All right, so from the daily time frame, we have a market that just completed this inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, and is above the neckline. So what I'll be expecting will be for the price to, from this area, start the next move back to this support at this area. So if the price will find support at this area, this is where I'm going to be looking for long opportunities for the next move into 28.85. So that's going to be all of my analysis for this week. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell notification to enable you get content whenever we drop a new video. You can also share this video with your friends, and if there are any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section below, because I'll be more than willing to answer your questions. So thank you for staying till the end of this video. Have a wonderful week ahead.